365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Bowling Green High School, Week 2 of district play, the Class 2 District 6 semifinals here from Bowling Green as the number 2 seed Bobcats, state-ranked Bobcats, take on the 3 seed California Pintos tonight. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross getting ready for all the action here from Bowling Green. And Jim, this is another one of those catch-22s. You had MMA last week. Would you rather not played or good to get the practice in against a team that you beat 70-0?
Well, the key was don't get anybody hurt.
Exactly.
I mean, playing and getting reps can't hurt you at all. And, of course, the varsity probably only played half of the game anyway, if that. And but getting reps is okay. It's much better than practice for sure, beating up on each other. And as long as they didn't get anybody hurt, which they did not, it was a good thing. However, California comes in, and they've been tested this year, and we'll get into it during the pregame. But this is kind of like the Cardinal Ritter game. We knew Cardinal Ritter was going to be a challenge. We know the same thing is going to be the case tonight. And if Bowling Green doesn't play, they could go home.
And it is win or go home here as we're in the postseason, second week of district play. The semifinals coming up here from Bowling Green as they take on California. And we'll start the pregame for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hugh Brain Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Week 2 of districts, 9-0 Bowling Green and 7-3 California. The Pintos in town tonight for this district semifinal from the Class 2 District 6 tournament. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross, about 28 minutes away from the action here from Bowling Green. And we talked about what Bowling Green did in Week 1 of district play. California did have a little more competition. They beat North Callaway 35-8, but they got a lot of help from the Thunderbirds.
They did. North Callaway turned it over 5 times. They threw a picks, or gave up a punt return for a touchdown, and also a scoop and score on a fumble recovery. So North Callaway didn't put up a whole lot of resistance in terms of taking care of the football and making them work for things. However, California didn't have to do much offensively either because North Callaway just kind of handed it to them. And, you turn the ball over 5 times, you're not going to beat anybody. And you would expect the score to have been even a greater differential than it was. And so if you're trying to draw some sort of comparison, if you recall, Bowling Green beat North Callaway 56-6, but North Callaway made some mistakes in that game as well.
And Bowling Green got some bounces too.
Exactly, and so you actually can kind of compare apples and apples with that. However, Bowling Green has California here at home, so that's got to be to their advantage.
Now, would you expect maybe a little extra confidence? It seemed like after the North Callaway game, Bowling Green had a little extra confidence and had a wake-up call immediately after from Mark Twain. Do you think there's going to be a little letdown, at least in the start of this game for the Pintos?
I doubt it. They're tested. They play in a league with Boonville, Blair Oaks, and Hallsville, and that's their 3 losses. And, of course, Hallsville's the number, 2 or 3 ranked team in this class. And, in fact, the winner will get the winner of Hallsville and Centralia next Friday night. Blair Oaks is the defending state champion, and Boonville made it to the quarters last year as well. So their 3 losses are to top-shelf football teams, and they're a top-shelf team. Now, people around here don't know much about California, but I lived in Fayette for a number of years, and California's had a good football program and football history for years and years. So it's not surprising to see them come in here with a good bunch, and they're going to present some challenges for the Bulldogs.
And before we get any further, what is a pinto?
A horse.
I know.
I know.
I'm trying to, spread some knowledge here.
Oh, yeah.
We've done Pinto games before.
Another cool name. That's one of the cool names, cool mascot names around. A Pinto. It's just got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, kind of like a lesser-known horse. Kind of like the Salukis are a lesser-known racing dog.
Right,
it's just interesting where some of that comes from, and I'd like to see, who named the team and how long they've been the
We'll
Pintos.
get into this during basketball since you brought it up, but you're going to have to come up with the definition of a billiken.
A billiken?
Before the year's over with.
Oh.
St. Louis shoe billiken.
Okay.
So work on that.
I will. It's fake. I'll tell you that. growing up in the Catholic School League, we played the Junior Bills, and I got some history on the billiken. But short story, it's fake.
That's your assignment for the first basketball game.
All right. We're about 25 minutes away from the kickoff from this district semifinal. Geez.
Yeah.
Three strikes and you're out on that one. But both teams have gone to the locker room. We'll take a break, come back with keys to the game and more after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Craig Bowen CPA, and Lynn's Heritage House.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for district semifinal play, Class 2 District 6 tournament from Bowling Green, the 2-seed Bobcats and the 3-seed California Pintos. The Pintos coming off a 35-8 win over North Callaway, while Bowling Green down to MMA 70-0. And that one was a game for, well, I think as soon as the opening kickoff landed, that game was over.
Yeah, and we knew that's the way it was going to be, and it's unfortunate, or maybe fortunate, depending on how you look at it. I'd be curious to hear what Coach Joe Chin has to say about it. But nonetheless, it's better than practicing for sure.
And just looking around the area before we get into the keys to the game, that was kind of the case with Mark Twain last week. Their opponent, Principia, did cancel. They forfeited. So the Tigers go into the district semifinal, the only team in their district to get an opening round bye, so to speak. So we'll see how that affects them moving forward in that tournament.
They've got a challenge as well with St. Pius X. Their only 2 losses to Valley Catholic and Monroe City. So quality losses, and of course, Mark Twain's only lost to Bowling Green. So that should be a good one in center as well, and we'll try and keep track of that for you. Monroe City's hosting Brentwood, who beat Louisiana on a last-second play and 2-point conversion last week. As we mentioned, Hallsville and Centralia in the other side of this bracket. They play tonight at Hallsville. A couple other games of interest. South Shelby will face Marceline, and Kirksville, old Coach K from Bowling Green from a few years ago. They travel to Jeff City, and they'll play the winner. If they would win, they would play the winner of Hannibal and Wharton, who plays in Hannibal tonight.
So that's what's happening around the area. Now let's get into the keys to the game as Bowling Green takes on California tonight in the second week of district play.
Well, I mentioned that California is going to pose some challenges for Bowling Green in this way. If you look at their plays, they actually run the ball 65% of the time. But if you look at yards gained, it's more 50-50. And they've got a guy in Kalen Kruger. He can throw it around. He's thrown for 23 touchdowns. He's 47% completion rate. However, he has thrown 12 interceptions, so he can be taken advantage of. But if Cardinal Ritter showed us anything, it may be an Achilles heel for Bowling Green's pass defense, because Bowling Green stopped the run against Ritter, but they threw it all over the place. Now I'll give you the Pintos aren't coming in here with the quality wide receivers that Cardinal Ritter did. They had great quality and tremendous speed. You're not going to see that tonight. But just watching California warm up, Kruger was practicing throwing fly patterns down the sideline 45 yards. That's all they practiced. He didn't throw anything short the whole night, so that might be an indication that they're going to try and spread out the Bobcat pass defense and take advantage of that, because as everyone knows, they've been great against the run all year. In fact, their run defense, they're only scoring defense, they're giving up 7.4 points per game, scoring 50.2. California averages 33.5 a game and gives up 31.5, so they can be scored on. They're pretty good against the run. They've only given up 1,364 yards on the ground, but 2,400 through the air. So Bowling Green may have to put it up a little bit. And of course, you mentioned also they're good. They're good at putting pressure on the quarterback. So, as things always are in football, although most people want to talk about the skill players, it all is going to start up front, and that's the way it's going to be tonight. If Bowling Green offensive line, how many games do we see this year where things weren't going just right? The offensive line really picked up the business, and then Bowling Green ran away with games. They will be the key to tonight's game. If they can control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, expect Bowling Green to win this football game.
And I think that leads to my point. If you want to keep their high-flying offense off the field, you run the clock down.
Right.
You keep ground and pound the way Bowling Green's been able to do. I don't know if they've experienced many runners out of the backfield like Starks this year.
No, I'm sure they have not. A couple players as we get into the game this evening to keep an eye on. Kalen Kruger, we mentioned him at quarterback. His favorite receiver is Trevor Myers, but Enoch, is it Enoch?
Enoch, yeah.
Dunaway is their key running back. He carries the ball the majority of the time. He's got 196 carries for them and for 886 yards, and so he's the guy out of the backfield you're going to want to keep an eye on. 196, almost 200 of the 430 plays they had from scrimmage. So those are the key players that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Of course, for the Bowling Green folks, you know who to watch for the Cats. They've been good all year. I think a key to this game, might be Charlie Bowen, because he hasn't been used a lot out of the backfield. and I'm guaranteeing you they're going to be keying on Marcus Starks. And so this may be a night where Charlie Bowen can do some damage inside. We'll see.
And that run-pass option with the quarterback Dalton could be another wrinkle that Bowling Green uses against this Pinto defense tonight. About 17 minutes to go before we kick things off. Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Wharf Construction, Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig Agent, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
We'll start with the offense for the California Pintos. They're 7-3, coached by Seth Womack, and they'll have on the offensive line a junior, number 74, Peter Damp. Number 70, or that was 74. 70 is a senior. On the offensive line, Jerry Potter. Also on the line, number 60, a junior, Hunter Berzin. And at number 58, a sophomore, Alexis Anguiano. Also rounding out the five-man front is a junior, number 54, DJ Schneider. The running back, two of them out of the backfield. Enoch Dunaway, the senior, he wears number 2. We talked about him. And number 34, a junior running back, Griffin Booth. He'll be more of a fullback, I believe. And the wide receivers, number 22, a senior, Drake Schulp. Number 7, a senior, Caden Banks. And number 1, senior Trevor Myers. The quarterback, like we mentioned, is a senior, number 9, Kalen Kruger. So there's the starters for the Pintos. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, their defensive starters, they're 9-0, coached by Joe Chin. The defensive backs, junior, number 1, Marcus Starks. Number 6, junior Dylan Dalton. Number 9, senior Cooper Keel. Number 12, senior Braden Heidecker. And number 26, senior Owen Niemeyer. The linebackers, number 24, a junior Gunnar Bryant, and number 33, senior Charlie Bowen. Also a linebacker, number 50, a senior DJ Feldman. And the defensive front, just a three-man D-line, a sophomore, number 55, Harrison Hunt. Number 65, a junior Ryan Bowen. And number 68, a junior Jackson Charlton. So there's your defensive starters for the Bowling Green Bobcats. We have the officials for tonight's game.
We do have officials. It's a crew out of Columbia, which I guess is probably appropriate due to the fact that California's over from that neck of the woods. If I can get my phone to work. You're having trouble talking. I'm having trouble with the phone. The referees, Gary Anspaugh. Umpires, Kerry Nichols. That's a familiar name. We've seen him in basketball. Tony Sloan's the lineman. Line judge is Chris Ball, and the back judge is Quentin Nichols.
So those are your officials for tonight's game. The starters before that, the band coming out on the field. So we're just about ready for the national anthem. So we'll take a break about 13 and a half minutes away from kickoff here from Week 2 of Districts. The semifinals of the Class 2 District 6 tournament, Bowling Green and California coming up on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Gypsy's Soul Salon and Boutique, Reed Insurance Agency, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Hugh Brand Construction and General Contracting has been servicing the area for 15 years. Specializing in general contracting, framing, siding, pole barns, roofing, and decks, Hugh Brand has experience in all stages of the home building or remodeling process. Follow the Hugh Brand Construction Facebook page to follow the team's journey as they continue to build homes and new buildings across the area. Thank you for 15 years. From Hugh Brand Construction and General Contracting.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Bowling Green in California coming up. The Pintos coming out of the locker room right now. Bowling Green will run down the line of band members here momentarily and drop that flag at the 50-yard line. Boy, this field looks great. It's amazing what a nice crown on your field will do for you.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. During the national anthem, I was thinking, when is the last time this late in the season you've got a full head of grass, if you will, on the football field? And it does look good with the big BG logo in the middle. That's new this year. And kudos to the grounds crew, whoever that is. It may be the head coach. I don't know.
Well, whoever is doing it is doing a great job. And we've seen some bad fields, especially in inclement weather this season. But this one is held up. Even with the game last Friday night, with that constant light rain we had a week ago, it just looks beautiful here for the second week of district play.
One thing I might point out that we didn't mention is that California has that Bowling Green does not is a field goal kicker.
Yes.
They have a good field goal kicker. He was warming up, banging home 35-yarders with plenty to spare, and they do kick extra points. And we've talked all year about Bowling Green, and will that come back to haunt them when they get into these games with these really good teams where a point or two one way or the other will make a difference. So
well, just look back a week ago in our game of the week, the Louisiana game. Had they made their first two-point conversions or had someone that could kick it through confidently, they win that game.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And when you go for two and miss, then you're forced to go for 2 every time. If you miss a field goal, an extra point, then you got to go for 2 the next time. And so that's the difference, and what a difference it makes. And I'm guessing that they'll be able to kick the ball deep too on kickoffs. Is I think the gentleman's Osio.
Yeah, Adolfo Osio.
And where's, I believe, number 89?
98.
98. Yeah. You got to have a big number like that as a kicker for sure.
Yeah, that's a college football kicker number there.
Exactly.
But that's all he does. He is the place kicker and punter for the California Pintos, and that's a nice thing to have at the end of your bench, is someone who can bang it home from 35 or more out.
And he's 2 for 3 in field goals, longest 31 yards. So that they will kick a field goal if they have to. So that's also a nice weapon to have in a close game where you don't necessarily have to score a touchdown.
California is on the field. And they're kind of taking a page out of Bowling Green's book, running from the sideline out to the BG at the 50, and then back to the sideline. They kind of stretch it out. They haven't run any plays like Bowling Green does when they're waiting, but they're staying loose out there. It is definitely football weather this week.
Well, and for the first time, it's going to be cold. I mean, the sun's gone down now. It's cooled off probably 10 degrees when that happens, so it's going to be the coldest that either one of these teams have played in so far.
And here come the Bobcats, making their way to the 50-yard line. They'll plant that flag on the BG logo. We're about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff here in the second week of district play. The winner of this one takes on the winner of Hallsville and Centralia. We'll take a break, come back with kickoff in just minutes on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Myrna's Kitchen, and Barkhouse.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Craig Bowen CPA encourages everyone to get out and support their favorite high school sports teams this season. As a proud sponsor of all the area athletes, Craig Bowen CPA hopes to see you filling the stands to show your support. Showing the area athletes they always have your support is what's key. Craig Bowen CPA on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Getting ready for Bowling Green in California, the 2 against the 3 seed here in week 2 of district play. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross here at Bowling Green High School. Nice to have the band back in the house tonight. They took last week off because of the inclement weather.
Drizzle? Didn't like all that drizzle. Yeah, it was kind of nasty last Friday night, last Saturday for sure.
They went ahead and had their annual bonfire last week instead of playing at the ball game. I'm sure there were a couple of members here didn't want to miss that 70-0 win over MMA a week ago. So Bowling Green had a cakewalk in week 1 of district play. A little tougher for the Pintos. They defeated North Callaway by a final of 35-8. 5 turnovers, like you said, in that game for the North Callaway Thunderbirds. So the offense didn't have to work too hard for the Pintos in week 1 of districts.
North Callaway was at California last week, and of course they play on turf over there.
Oh,
so
their field is awesome
really
looking
nice.
too.
Yeah.
With the diamonds in the end zones, that's a classic college football there.
Yeah, and so we'll play it on grass, slow them down a little bit. That'll be if you get used to playing on turf, then you have to go to grass. This is nice grass, but when you go from turf to grass in college, the grass is cut almost like turf. It's so short. Well, this is a little taller grass, and maybe the turf monster will come into play, huh?
Maybe, but it looks like it's pretty freshly mowed. That looks pretty short and repainted, and they've got it looking nice tonight for the second week of districts.
So we'll see if Marcus Starks against in the last game of consequence for Bowling Green rushed it 30 times, if I remember right, for a little over 200 yards. And so I'm sure he's primed and ready to go tonight as the captains come on the field. Bowling Green dressed in black from head to toe with red numbers, gray trim. The Pintos in white from head to toe with blue numbers and red trim, a blue helmet for them and a black helmet for the Cats.
They go out to the middle of the BG logo at the 50-yard line. Shake hands now. The coaches will exchange pleasantries, listen to the referees for a second, then make their way out. We can have our coin toss and find out who's kicking off this district semifinal.
This late in the year, you shouldn't have to say a whole lot to these players. They've been there and done that. So have the coaches. And what they do in high school, if you don't know it, they'll send the coaches away so the players have to call the toss. They can't let the coaches in on that part of the game plan, I guess, which seems a little bit silly to me. But
added wrinkle, usually the opposing coaches are in the press box that we use to broadcast softball and baseball games on the visitors' sideline. Well, they've had some power issues in that building. It looks like the lights are on now, but California's upstairs along with the Bowling Green coaches.
Somebody's in that building over there. I don't know if they've got a radio crew over there maybe.
I don't know. But having the coaches up there is a different wrinkle. They do have a small separator, but a lot of conversation I think will have to be a little more muted tonight.
Looks like California won the toss and is going to take the football.
That's something you don't see every week. Usually you win and defer, but they want the ball to start this district game. So we're ready for football here from Bowling Green High School. The 9-0 Bobcats, the 7-3 Pintos, and this should be a good one to really get this district going.
Bowling Green will move from our right to our left and your right to left on your radio dial here in the first quarter. As actually California's sideline is stuffed full, and actually some fans in the overflow bleachers that they pulled up from the softball field.
Yeah, I bet those overflows are pretty chilly there tonight.
Ooh, mercy. Not a packed house here on the home side, but it has filled in quite a bit since.
Yeah, I think there's still folks making their way in.
Didn't really make any sense. There were people here when I got here, over an hour before kickoff, sitting out here in the freezing cold. I was like, what are these folks up to?
They want those prime seats, those 50-yard line seats, right below the press box. So the Bobcats will kick off this ball game.
Number 26, Owen Niemeyer.
And it'll be
Number 33,
Starks to kick things off. Last second of pregame ticks off the clock, and we are ready to go here in the district semifinals.
Glad to have you with us. It should be a good one.
Starks puts the hand up. He makes his way toward the ball and kicks it. It's a squibber down to about the 27-yard line, picked up. And they've got good blocking out ahead, but he tried to go cross field. Did the return man. That was number 25, Cameron Combs, on the return.
Not much going on when you run east-west like that, and it looks like he's going to get it out to about the 35, so they'll give him 8 yards on the return.
And Kruger will bring the offense onto the field for the first time.
From their own 35, let's see if they come out throwing.
They got 2 receivers to the near side. Looks like 1 to the far side, and 1 back in the backfield along with Kruger. 3 receivers to the near side, and they're going to run on first down, and that's number 2, Enoch Dunaway, and he goes nowhere.
In fact, he's going to lose a couple. And there's that line we talked about. If they can dominate.
Harrison Hunt stopped him for the loss.
Going to go on hurry-up offense here to start the game.
Bowen also in on the stop. They put a man in motion on 2nd and 12. And nothing there as well. They gave it to the motion man. Moving across the line, Drake Schulp will lose more yardage, and it's 3rd and about 18.
Yeah, all the way.
6.
Went all the way back to the 27-yard line. Yeah, loss of 6.
I'll look at it now. It's definitely a passing down. Long yardage here, 3rd and 18 for the Pintos here on their opening drive. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Bowling Green still getting that coverage set. Now they put a man in motion, fake the handoff to him. They run it with the quarterback, and there's nothing there. He'll get a yard or 2 back, and he's brought down right at the 30-yard line, and California will have to punt on 4th and 16.
Looks like they're going to give him 2 back to the 30-yard line. And maybe the 31, so they'll give him 3.
So the punt team comes out. Good defensive stand as California keeps it on the ground all 3 plays of their opening drive.
Very interesting.
Maybe they have an idea what's going on, and Starks will let it bounce, and it's down at the 36. So it goes from the 36 to the 36, 10-14 to go here in the opening quarter, and Bowling Green and Dylan Dalton bring the offense onto the field.
Really good opening series for the defense. Now let's see if the offensive line can make some room for Bowen and Starks out of the backfield. And don't forget Dalton. He's a scoring threat as well.
Yeah, that RPO.
Oh,
he can get some good yards on that.
Okay, Chris Collinsworth.
I haven't even watched Collinsworth this season.
Make me shudder listening to that.
On 1st and 10, they give is to Starks, and he goes nowhere. They'll give him 1, it looks like.
Ran it off right tackle, not a lot of room.
Well, actually, that won't give him any yardage.
No gain.
And it's 2nd and 10. Not many times has Mark has been stopped for no gain this season.
Size-wise, it looks like both lines are comparable in size, so this could be a good matchup up front.
From the far hash, Dalton's going to drop back to throw, put it across the middle, and that's caught. Caught down the middle. That's Gunnar Bryant. He's going to go all the way to the house for a score.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes, 64 yards.
Gunnar Bryant puts Bowling Green ahead on their 2nd play from scrimmage.
Little play-action pass, and he was wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody within 10 or 12 yards. They did catch him, and he stiff-armed his way. Stiff-armed him off of him, if you will, and goes in for the touchdown. Holy smokes.
Just a simple passing play.
Play-action pass. They bid on the run, and that left things wide open.
Bowling Green going to go for 2. Rolling out is Dalton to the far side, running out of room near that sideline. Tosses it up, and it's incomplete. So Bowling Green will have to settle for a 6-point lead. 9:29 to go, opening quarter. Bowling Green strikes on their 2nd play from scrimmage and get the lead over California here in the district semifinal on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Oswald Crow Insurance Agency and People's Bank and Trust.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
So California, who we were expecting to be pass heavy, runs it 3 times and can't convert. Bowling Green, who we thought we were going to be run heavy, throws on their 2nd play from scrimmage. Ball's loose on the kickoff, and who's got it? I think California fell on it just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was a swift kick, and it got away from 2 of the middle backs back there, and they will recover it, and they'll take over with no return on their own 29-yard line.
Brooks Volkart fell on it, a freshman running back.
Trouble was brewing there, wasn't
Yes,
there?
it was. But Bowling Green, we thought run, control the clock. They throw on 2nd down for a 65-yard touchdown. Still on the ground are the Pintos, and still going nowhere are the Pintos on first down.
Dunaway again on the carry. He'll get nothing.
Charlie Bowen in on the tackle.
And number 59, Devin Rue.
Devin Rue also in on it.
Bowling Green's got to be careful with the play action pass as well. Straight drop
First
here.
pass here. Goes to the far side. He airs it out and a little too far out of the reach of the intended target. Trevor Myers on the far side.
That is exactly the play they ran over and over and over. Just a straight up fly pattern by the wideout and overthrew him by about a half a yard.
Cooper Keel on the coverage. They'll throw that ball out and get another one in there to run third down and 10. Throwing again, same play, far sideline. That one is out of bounds, and the intended target that time was Aiden Bryant on the far side, and it'll bring up 4th and 10.
Wow. Surely they don't just try and throw home run balls every time, because that's what they did there. Nothing doing on the ground, and not a lot of pressure on Kruger, though, so Bowling Green needs to put some pressure on the guy. Don't let him sit back there.
Back to punt for the Pintos is number 1, Trevor Myers.
Kick goes out of bounds,
Yeah.
and this is going to give it to Bowling Green in Pinto territory, it looks like.
They're punting it away from Starks, and Starks wasn't even back deep that time.
No, he wasn't.
Nobody was back deep. Starks was standing over on the sideline. So Bowling Green will have great field position. It looks like they're going to mark it right at midfield.
50-yard line as Dalton and the offense come back on after striking on their first throw of the day. Second play from scrimmage for Gunnar Bryant to score.
A guy that hadn't had a lot of catches all year either.
It seems like every catch he makes is a big
It's
one, though.
big.
Pitch out to Starks on first down. He finds a little bit of a hole this time, gets about 2 yards into Pinto territory. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They will give him 2. As we mentioned, they're good against the run. They've only given up 1,300 yards all year, and Starks has rushed for over 1,500 on his own, I believe.
So we'll see who lasts longer. It seems like Bowling Green can get better as the game goes on.
And that's what we've seen all year for sure.
2nd and 8. And Dalton kept it that time.
Faked the handoff on the option to Bowen up the middle and then kept it around left end, made positive yardage. Going to get what?
About 5 more. Be 3rd and 3.
After the run, it's 3rd down and 3 for the Red and Black.
So Bowling Green with 7:40 to go, leading 6-0 over California. Just 6 offensive plays and 2 drives for the Pintos. Big third down here. It's to Marcus. He's got the first. All the way down to the 36-yard line of the Pintos.
Well, that's the play they've run off tackle that has gone for a touchdown a number of times this year. Looks like he'll pick up about 6 on that carry, 7. And he was one player from breaking that to go all the way.
They mark it at the 37-yard line. Still first down. Clock running down to 7:15. And Bowling Green settling into their game plan a little bit here. Dillon keeps it this time. He'll take it down to the 30. Nice gain on first down for the quarterback on the run, about 7 yards.
Yeah, looks like they'll mark it back at the 31 maybe, so a gain is 6. But, yeah, you're right, a good run by Dalton. He's just runs tough, and he's shifty. If he gets in the open, he doesn't necessarily break tackles. He's just shifty and avoids getting knocked off his feet.
Down to 6:40 to play here in this opening quarter. Bowling Green leading 6-0. Here's Starks on 2nd down, and he'll have another first across the 25-yard line. They'll mark him right at the 25.
So a gain of 7 for Starks there as he starts to find his footing here this evening.
I'll move the chains again. Look at Booth, who was credited with the tackle, lost a piece of equipment there. Had to go looking for a mouthpiece.
Might have been his mouthpiece, yeah.
On 1st and 10,
Bowen right up the gut.
His first run, he'll get a yard. He's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of running room up the middle right now. Off tackle's been okay.
They've got some beef up there.
They do, especially at the nose tackle.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Ryan Blake.
Little 5, looks like they're playing a 5-2 defense.
72 in the middle of that line for California. He is a mountain of a man. Spinning off a tackle is Starks. He'll get down to the 20-yard line, gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and about 6.
So the first third down play of any length in this game. Our third down play. Did I say fourth down?
Nope, third down.
First third down play of the game, actually, right?
For Bowling Green it is. From the 20-yard line. And the pitch out, I think that was improvised, and Starks takes a high-low hit and bounces right back up. He got hit hard, and
yeah, he needed to turn that up, running east-west again, and the pursuit was good, so he'll lose a yard.
That's true 6 yards now. He lost about a half yard on the play. But it looked like Dylan Dalton was looking to hand it to him, and Starks wasn't there, and ended up having to improvise and pitch it to him. And the play never really developed from there.
Maybe that's why there wasn't any blocking outside.
Uh-huh. 4th and about 6. Dalton rolls out to the far side, puts it up, and that one is incomplete. Threw it to the goal line, and it's a turnover on downs back to the Pintos with 4:21 to play here in the first quarter.
He actually had a receiver open. I think that was Brian again, and just didn't get it to him soon enough. Brian had to slow down, and Trevor Myers closed from his quarterback back position and broke it up.
Almost actually caught the ball himself out of bounds.
Right.
So look out for the Pintos here. I can see them going home run after getting the turnover on downs against Bowling Green. They come to the near side with it, and that's off the fingertips of number 24, Aiden Bryant.
You know, on that play, I think Bowling Green had it scouted so well. They had a receiver in the slot, and Bryant wasn't paying any attention to him. If they would have run him on a fly, there would have been no one to guard him, but Bryant closed on that screen. But it was too tall to pass.
2nd and 10. They're going vertical. No. Quarterback tries to get away. Now he's going to be – ball comes out. Ball comes out. Bowling Green has it. Forced fumble, and the Bobcat defense gets it back in prime position just outside the 15-yard line of the Pintos. Turnover comes with 4:08 to go here in the opening quarter, and the Bobcats up 6-0.
Kruger fighting for extra yardage. Got hit as they had him stood up and coughed it up. And Bowling Green jumps on it, and they're in business here late in the first quarter.
Ryan Bowen fell on it. I didn't see who actually swiped it loose, but if you're under that much pressure, you got to put that ball away. He had it hanging out there.
You got to give him credit for effort. He kept fighting. Power I formation this time.
And the give is to Marcus Starks, and he'll push the pile forward just outside the 10-yard line. Gain of about 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A little extra blocking in that time out of the power I. Starks, not a lot of room, but kept the chains moving.
Down to 3:45 to play here in quarter number 1, and Bobcats up 6-0, their third offensive series. Here's Starks with a little room to run, rumbling forward, and he is just short of the touchdown. Ooh, doesn't get much closer than that.
Yeah. You wanted to give him a touchdown, didn't you?
It'll be 1st and goal.
It looks like they'll mark it at about the 2, so 10 yards on the carry that time for Starks.
Well, that wasn't a very good spot at all.
Take advantage of the turnover. Now, Dalton has to pick up his mouthpiece.
Give is to Marcus, and he goes in on touch. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Marcus Starks to make it 12-0 with 3:09 to play in the opening quarter.
Just smash mouth football. You got to love it.
That was all the line there. Buy them dinner after the game.
Well, this isn't. There's no NIL in high school football. So.
Going for two again. Give is to Marcus, and he gets the 2-point conversion. 14-0 Bowling Green, 3:09 to go here in the opening quarter. Bobcats up by 2 scores on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hugh Brand Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
14-0 Bowling Green leads California here late in the first quarter, 3:09 to go.
Got a score from Hallsville. Midway through the first, that's game's tied 8-8.
So both teams on the board there. The Pintos have not converted a first down yet in 3 offensive series, fumbling away their last possession. Now Bowling Green has it again.
Swift kick, and they pick it up.
The kicker picks it up. Marcus Starks off the Pintos up man. And Bowling Green right back to work offensively in good field position.
Good Lord, nobody came and got the football. And
boy, this is reminiscent of that North Callaway game, isn't it?
Finally, one Pinto took a dive at it and missed it, and Starks just jumped on it. Holy smokes.
3:06 to play.
That 3 or 4 times already today.
34-yard line is where the Bobcats will start this possession. Back-to-back possessions for Bowling Green. And a run on first down. Is that Bowen?
I believe it is.
Down to the 30.
He'll pick up 4, maybe. Yeah, about 4.
Castle in on the stop for California. 2:45 to play with the clock running here in the first quarter. All Bowling Green so far, but they've got to keep their foot on the pedal. It's Cooper Keel, and he's going to go in for the score. One move, one block, and he's in. No flags on the play.
30-yard touchdown run. He's the secret weapon, and everybody forgets about him.
To make it 20-0 Bowling Green here in the first quarter. 2.5 minutes to go. What a start for the Bobcats here in district week number 2.
Keel comes in and people relax a little bit, but he's got blazing speed as he showed right there, and did a couple jitterbug steps through the middle and then turned on the jets, and no one could catch him.
They'll go for 2 again, it appears. Try and make this 22-0. And it's Marcus again, and he is in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that offensive line's doing its thing.
22-0 Bowling Green leading California. 2.5 to go in the opening quarter on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Craig Bowen CPA, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Drain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate, 573-324-3552, weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway 161, just outside Bowling Green. Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
So now everybody's up for California, but they're not going to kick it deep, are they?
It's picked up by the running back this time, Enoch Dunaway. Fool me once, right?
Well, they could have kicked that deep because the deepest person was at the 27-yard line, and Starks has definitely got that kind of leg, and that would have, and chaos would have ensued then as well.
So California needs something good to happen here.
Don't they, though?
They are in a world of hurt. 7 offensive plays. 2 3-and-outs and a fumble. Quarterback will keep it this time. Sidesteps one man and is slammed down by number 65, Ryan Bowen, who fell on the fumble earlier.
However,
that's their best offensive play of the night so far.
Yeah, nice little 5-yard run by Kruger.
Their first positive play the whole game.
It's been a while.
Dunaway, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
Number 2, Enoch Dunaway, on the carry for the Pintos.
Starks comes in to stop him short of the first down. Going right back to it, to the air. That one's caught, and that'll be first down yardage to the 45-yard line.
Just a little 3-yard gain to his favorite receiver, Myers, as they continue the hurry-up offense.
Well, you figured they would get the offense going at some point. Throwing it off his back foot that time, and that is caught. No. Well, he left it on the turf, but they're going to say it's a catch.
They're going to say caught it. Nice little hooker out that time. And a nice catch as the pass was a little bit underthrown, and now we've got a whistle. Looks like maybe a false start.
Somebody wasn't set. It was a 9-yard gain on the catch by Dunaway, and it's the defense that takes the timeout. Bowling Green takes it with 1:06 to go here in the first quarter as the no huddle gets them a little disoriented. Take a break as well. It's district semifinal action. Bowling Green up 22-0 over California on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig Agent, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
2nd and 1 for the Pintos from the Bowling Green 46-yard line. As they've had their best offensive series so far. Bobcats had to take a timeout. Here's Dunaway, and he'll lose. No, he breaks a tackle. He was originally stopped for a loss and is still going across the 35-yard line of the Bobcats to about the 32. Enoch Dunaway, and they're still going no huddle.
Best run from scrimmage, 14 yards by Dunaway.
Right back to the line. Fakes the handoff, and this one is almost picked.
Ooh-wee. Starks jumped the pattern, and it went through his hands. Little in route, slant pattern, if you will, for the Pintos. Intended to backs, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. He would have been gone. Here's a run on the far side. And Ian Peterson with his first run of the night.
And the ball came out.
He fumbles, and Bowling Green has it back. Another turnover.
Looks like Niemeyer on the recovery that time. Oh, my Lord. You just can't turn it over. We've talked about it a million times.
It happened in their favor last week. The fumbles are killing them this week. California, 2 punts, 2 fumbles in their 4 offensive series here in this opening quarter. 42 seconds left in the first.
So Bowling Green will be content to try and ground and pound.
And there's Starks, and he's not going to be content. He's gone. Let's see if he can be tracked down by Peterson. Nope.
No.
All the way to the house.
69 yards.
To make it 28-0 with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Marcus Starks like he was shot out of a cannon. Do you think he was a little upset he didn't make that interception?
You know, just that play off the right tackle, it's worked all year, and finally they got him blocked. And, man, oh, man, once he gets in the open, forget it.
28 first-quarter points in a game we thought was going to be reminiscent of the Ritter game.
Yeah.
Wow. On paper, it should have been. Going for two again and throwing it back to the near side, and that one's caught for the two-point conversion. That was about a 25-yard pass.
Across his body and everything.
Gunnar Bryant on the reception for the two-point conversion to make it 30-0 Bowling Green. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Reed Insurance Agency, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Well, we're 30 seconds shy of 5 quarters played by Bowling Green in this district, and they're outscored their opponents 100-0. This one picked up by number 33, Volkart, and he gets a little blocking out to the 45-yard line on the kickoff return.
Yeah, from the 29 out to about the 45.
He kind of received that like a basketball pass, didn't he?
He got behind him and he swatted it, and it bounced straight up to him, and made a decent return out of it.
1st and 10 for the Pintos, down 30-0 to your Bowling Green Bobcats.
3 turnovers in the first quarter. Wow.
1st and 10 for the Pintos from the 45. Here comes the pressure, and he is sacked. He pump faked, and the defense was right on top of him, and Kalen Kruger goes down for a loss of 5 yards.
Big Harrison Hunt in there with the sack.
He's lucky that ball didn't come out, too.
He is a blitz Bryant, and he shut down whatever kind of swing pattern they're going to have. And Hunt was there for the sack.
We played a quarter here at Bowling Green High School, and the Bobcats lead the California Pintos 30-0 in District Week number 2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Myrna's Kitchen, and Barkhouse.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
On 2nd and 15, they go to the air to start the second quarter, and that one is incomplete. Good coverage. Is that Keel on the far side? No, that's a double-digit number.
12,
Heidecker. Yeah.
The receiver actually made the catch, but Heidecker stripped him before he came down to the ground with it.
It was Myers, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 15. For the Pintos, dropping back to throw again as Kruger unloads far side, and that one is caught. Did it stay in there? It did.
Yeah, he got away with a push-off. 24 on the reception.
Aiden Bryant And that is a big pickup, not only for the first down, but to get him deep into Bowling Green territory.
Going to mark it at about, the 15 or 16 from the 45.
So about a 30-yard pass. He's still looking to throw. Flush from the pocket, goes to the ground, and legs cut out from under him as he tried to turn the corner. And Kruger, again, lucky he held on to the ball as Starks took his legs out from under him.
Well, it's just home run balls all they're throwing. They've thrown one little hook pattern, and that's it. Everything's deep and down the field.
Pickup of 1. It's 2nd and 9, maybe 8, and they go back to the ground, and ripped down is Enoch Dunaway.
He'll lose a couple, it looks like.
That was Feldman on the tackle, up from the linebacker position, as well as Harrison Hunt. Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 10. So back to the original line of scrimmage.
Bobcat defense, fans.
Back to throw again. One pump, flush from the pocket. Flag comes out. That's going to be a hold. The pass is incomplete.
The pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Against the Pintos. Will they make them replay the down, or?
Well, I don't know. This close to the end zone, you may take the penalty and push them back.
3rd and 20.
First penalty of the game.
Yes, it is. And they'll replay 3rd down. 30-0 Bowling Green. Minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's actually a 14-yard penalty because it was from the spot of the foul.
Which was in the backfield. So that's helpful.
Yeah. So 3rd and 24. Here he is. Kruger to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Tosses it across the middle, and that one is caught for a touchdown. How does he get that open?
Oh, my goodness. Backs all along.
Caden Backs. To make it 30-6 here in the second quarter.
35-yard touchdown pass, I believe.
And he was sitting on it. He was waiting in the end zone for that pass.
He was. He came from on a crossing pattern, and nobody.
Well, it looked like the defensive back, the closest one, Starks, was eyeing the ball and didn't see where the receiver was. And it was thrown over his head. Now we'll get our first look at Adolfo Osio, the place kicker, and woo, he has got a leg on him. Kicks it to the track for the extra point, and it's 30-6 Bowling Green. Pinto on the board, 10:46 to go in the second quarter on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Oswald Crowe Insurance Agency and People's Bank and Trust.
Reed Insurance in Bowling Green is dedicated to providing the best service in finding insurance policies in senior health care, as well as individual and group health insurance that fit your budget. For the last 10 years, Marla Reed has been writing new insurance policies and resolving issues on policies of those insured. In addition to health insurance packages, Reed Insurance Agency also has experience in writing crop, accident, auto, and commercial packages. Stop by and see Marla at Reed Insurance, 1500 Business, Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame. Bowling Green is susceptible to the pass, and that's exactly what California likes to do because they can't run it. They have no luck at all, and so they're going to keep throwing it deep. And Bowling Green's going to have to figure it out. Got a big lead, but you don't want to rest on your laurels, that's for sure.
No, keep the foot on the pedal. Here's OCO to kick it off.
He's got the Mevis look, Harrison Mevis look for Mizzou, if you guys are familiar with him.
Here's Starks on the return, out across the 30, 35, and that's where he'll be stopped. Right at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
25 yards on the return.
10:39 to go here in the second quarter.
Couple second quarter scores for you. Macon over Palmyra 14-0. Monroe over Brentwood 30-0. Marceline leads South Shelby 13-6. Mark Twain was leading St. Pius 6-0. Had the Hallsville Centralia score. That's tied at 16 in the second quarter.
Winner of that game takes on the winner of this game for the Class 2 District 6 title. So the Bobcats,
as you mentioned, keep your foot on the gas.
Movement on the defensive line, but they got reset. Here's Starks on first down. Bounces off a man and will gain about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think Joe Chin and Cats would like to slow this game down a little bit. Although they're glad they scored, they want to burn some clock and grind this down a little bit here, I think, here in the second quarter.
I'm sure they'd love to get it over 35 by the time this quarter ends, but
Starks over 100 yards with 111 already in this game.
Yeah, that last run helped that quite a bit. Throwing up the middle, and there's should be a flag there. The intended target.
Same play that went for a touchdown.
Gunner.
Play action pass to Bryant. But this time he was double covered.
And they got hands up on him high. They definitely held him back.
No flag. Which makes it 3rd and long, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Bobcats with 10:01 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers out to the near side. Loaded backfield. A little confusion there. Dalton rolls out, throws off his back foot. Right there, though, for the catch. A block and a touchdown. Bowling Green. What a oddly designed play.
Niemeyer was all alone. A 62-yard touchdown pass, and nobody was even close to him.
He got a great block as he caught the ball. There were 2 receivers there for Bowling Green, or two Bobcats in the area. Niemeyer gets the reception. Jordan Miller with that block to spring him to the end zone all alone. They'll go for 2 again.
It's amazing how wide open receivers are in this game.
It's something, and in for the 2-point conversion. Was that Dalton on the keeper to make it 38-7. Bowling Green, they keep rolling offensively. 9:49 to go in the second quarter from the district semifinal on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hugh Brain Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Niemeyer on the touchdown reception. 9:49 to go here in the first half, and the Bobcats lead back over 30 at 38-7.
It's crazy how this has turned into a track meet all of a sudden.
It is definitely a fun first half of football here from Bowling Green High School.
I think either one of us thought we'd see this much scoring maybe in the entire game.
No. They kick it deep this time. Slipping down. They'll pick it up on a bounce, the deep man. Bounces off a tackle. One man to beat, and it's a touchdown-saving leg tackle. That time is a nice return by number 22, Drake Schlupp.
Yeah, out to about 22 yards on the return.
Penrod grabbed the ankle, Caden Penrod, and gets the touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, just sometimes those broken plays like that, your coverage breaks down, and that's what happened there. And you're right, he almost broke it.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Pintos. They put a man in motion. That's where they'll go with it. Run to the far side. makes one little stop and start stunner, and he's brought down no gain, maybe a slight loss on the play, and that was a lot of running by Schlupp, who just returned that kick.
Jet sweep. Looks like they're going to say no gain.
And he's looking at his cleats. That's 2 plays in a row. He's slipped down, had his feet come out from under him.
Might need some longer cleats in those shoes.
So 2nd and 10. They gave him the line of scrimmage back. And it's back to Dunaway. Enoch on 2nd down will gain 5. Bring up 3rd and 5.
Right up the gut that time.
Ryan Bowen.
Enoch's 3rd positive run from scrimmage to go along with.
Flags come out pre-snap. And I think it was Teddy Charlton that jumped.
Yep, offsides on Bowling Green.
It's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, Bowling Green's had trouble with the flags. Been good so far today. That's the first penalty on the Cats.
So 3rd and inches, high snap, almost got away, and they'll get the first down yardage on the quarterback keeper, Kruger, for about 2.
Made a nice play, did Kruger, just corralling that snap.
Oh, they did give him the first down on the last one. Looked like it was 4th or 3rd and inches. So it's 2nd and 9.
So they'll give him 1 on the carry.
Pardon me. Oh, slipping down is Enoch Dunaway as he tried to make a cut, and that's becoming an epidemic, isn't it?
Well, you know, we talked about playing on turf. You know, if you've got turf spikes, now you're playing on grass. It's cold out. You know, maybe a little dew on the ground.
Back to throw on 3rd and 11, and here comes a big sack.
Harrison Hunt again. Got through the double team.
Wrapped him up, and we had the perfect angle on that one. He just swallowed up the California quarterback and drove him into the turf. And they'll bring out the punt team.
He was double teamed and made an inside move and got rid of both of them and plowed Kruger under.
So they punt on 4th down and get it away high.
Booming punt. Nobody back deep.
Now takes a California bounce across the 25, actually all the way down to the 10-yard line of Bowling Green. So they'll have a lot of real estate in front of them with 7:06 to play here in the 2nd quarter and a 38-7 lead.
Not quite sure what the coaching philosophy is, not putting somebody back, just if nothing else, fair catch it and keep it from doing that.
Yeah, that took a 20 or another 10, 15-yard roll.
And it was a high spiral punt, a dandy punt.
7:06 to go in the 2nd quarter. 38-7 Bowling Green as the offense comes back on the field.
And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the field. Timeout, California.
Their first with 7:06 to go. We'll take a timeout too here in District Week 2 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Craig Bowen CPA, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence are foundations of a successful sports program. The team at Clint Bowen Construction recognizes character and the mentality of local athletes as the pillars of our community. Best of luck to area sports teams this season from the team at Clint Bowen Construction in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Let's grab some scores for you real quick. 2nd quarter scores: Macon over Palmyra 14-0, Monroe over Brentwood 30-0, Marceline over South Shelby 13-6, Highland over West Rand 22-0. Hallsville Centralia, they're tied at 16. Hannibal over Wharton 35-0. Hazelwood Central leads Troy Buchanan 7-0, and Mark Twain over St. Pius 12-0.
Running on first down, and that'll be a 10-yard gain for Marcus Starks.
Right up the gut again. You know, they didn't have much luck with that early in the game, but as we've said, game's going to go on the up front guys, and Bowling Green's offensive line's been good so far tonight.
7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and maybe the Bobcats are going to finally slow things down a little bit.
Nice little 7-minute drive would work with it.
Yeah, it would. Here's Starks again. Ball comes out, and who has it? Looks like Bowling Green got it back.
Oh, that's outhouse luck, isn't it?
Yes,
Ooh-wee.
it is.
You want to turn a game around in a hurry?
Yeah.
Put it on the ground.
Devin Rue saved the drive for Bowling Green and ends up being a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, a team yardage, right? 9 yards.
Give Starks about 7 of that. He's been apt to fumble every now and again this season, but with the results that he's had, you can't knock him too much for that. And he'll get a first down this time. Out to the 39, Dylan Dalton on the keeper.
Yeah, Dalton picks up about 7.
Kruger a little slow to get up, holding his side defensively for the Pintos.
They don't
He's
need
doubled
that.
over, yeah. It's hard to throw a 40-yard pass if your side is hurting.
No doubt.
5:50 to play here in the second quarter. Bowling Green looking to eat some clock. Here's Starks. Take it out near the 45. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on first down.
Again, just off left tackle.
Give him 2nd and 7. 5.5 to play.
13th carry by Starks in this game. He's no stranger to a bunch of carries in a game.
He's a workhorse for sure.
Power I formation again.
Oh,
Ball's
fumble
fumbled.
out again. This time Starks falls back on it. It was a bad exchange that time.
And it bounced right back up to Marcus.
He falls on it for a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Two fortunate bounces for Bowling Green. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, huh?
Yeah. That's just this drive. They got that crazy
this whole drive
recovery
yeah.
earlier. And Dalton put his head down for the sneak, and there was no one there. He almost fell forward.
Gain 4.
Yep. And another first down for the Bobcats. It's like they backed off on him. He almost fell flat on his face mask. Castle on the stop, and we're down to 4.5 to play in the first half. Bobcats across midfield to the Pinto 49.
Take care of the football.
On 1st and 10, the give is to Charlie Bowen this time. He goes off tackle, tripped up at the last second.
He about broke that.
Even had at least a first down. They stop him for 5.
He tried to jump the defender, and he got him by the shoestring, or he'd have had a great gain.
5 yards is what he'll get down to the 44-yard line. Set up 2nd and 5. Heidecker, the only receiver out there for the Bobcats. They run it up the gut again with Starks. He's got the first down, gain of about 7 across the 40 to the 37.
And that's just a quick pop dive play right up the middle. Up to 135 yards for Starks.
3.5 to play.
Bowling Green has 2 timeouts left, so plenty of time on the clock.
Bowling Green trying to get it over 35, and sliding down is Starks.
Yeah, he lost his footing there.
All sorts of bodies flying around after that play.
A couple linemen doing a little tap dancing down the right side there, yeah.
Down to 3 minutes to go. Even the plays that haven't worked or could have been disastrous have turned into 2-3 yard gains this whole drive. Up the middle. And it looks like they're going to be very close to the first down as Starks just kept rumbling downfield. And they say it is a gain of 8 and a first down.
And that's good for Bowling Green Bobcats.
Clock continues to run down to 2:40. Bobcats down to the Pinto 28-yard line.
I think I said it 2 weeks ago. Keep running it until they stop it, right?
Uh-huh. Fresh set for the Bobcats. Here's Charlie Bowen. No, it's Dalton again. Good fake of the handoff to Charlie as he went diving across the line. Not a whole bunch gained on that one, gain of 3.
Yeah.
Peterson on the stop. And it'll bring up 2nd and 7.
California doing a pretty good job on that option.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Starks again, near side, breaks a tackle. And he's across the 15, down to about the 13-yard line, and a first down for the Bobcats. And the goal line is right there for the taking now.
Exactly what the doctor ordered, right? A 7-minute drive, down to 140.
I doubt this one's going to make it to 7 minutes, but here's Charlie Bowen, inside handoff. Stop his momentum across the 10-yard line, actually almost down to the 5. Looks like they'll
mark him at about the 7, maybe.
Gain of 7. Bobcats right back to work. They're going no huddle. Here's Starks, met at the line of scrimmage, takes it down to the 5, and a timeout taken after a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and about 2 with 1:07 to play here in the first half. Bowling Green trying to punch it in before the half ends here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig Agent, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Myrna's Kitchen prepares fresh eats on the move. Myrna's offers homemade meals for events, holidays, and everything in between. Stay in touch with where Myrna's Kitchen will be set up next by following Myrna's Kitchen on Facebook. For good eats and friendly service, think Myrna's Kitchen.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Bobcats lead the Pintos here with 1:07 to go in the second quarter, 38-7, facing a 3rd and about 2.
Ball's on about the 6, so they can get a first down without scoring. 1:07 to play. And they've just got one timeout remaining now.
Centralia scored with under 30 seconds to go in the first half there to take a lead on Hallsville.
That'd be a shocker.
Yeah. Here it's the Bobcats in control of this ball game. Trying to punch it in before the end of the first half. And they've got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from inside the 5 on the sneak by Dylan Dalton.
Looks like they'll mark it at about the 2, maybe the 1. 2?
The 2.
So they're going to give him, 4 on that carry?
Clock running down to 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Keep it on the ground. And Starks in for the score. It's a 2-yard touchdown with 44 seconds to go to make it 44-7 with the 2-point conversion yet to come.
Keep the pedal on the metal, as Mark Froenig said back in the first quarter.
Just keep rolling. And now you're set up with the running clock to start the second half, which is huge.
It is. 3rd touchdown run for Starks. And they'll move it all the way over to the left hash for this extra point attempt, 2-point conversion attempt.
So we'll see if he throws all the way across the end zone again, or if they just try and run it in again. Yep, they're going to throw. Here's Dalton, room to run, throws it, and that one is caught. He's knocked out the back of the end zone, but it is a 2-point conversion. He would have caught it in play.
And that 2-point conversion is good.
Who was that on the catch?
Jordan
Yeah, Jordan Miller gets on the score sheet.
To make it Bowling Green 46, the California Pintos 7, with 44 seconds to go in the first half. Here from District Week 2 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Reed Insurance Agency, and Clint Bowen Construction.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on the Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shop.
I know I'm thinking way ahead, but with Centralia taking the lead, you can't help but enter your mind. Wouldn't that be something?
Don't say it.
Wouldn't that be something if
Don't say
Centralia
it.
came back here after that epic game they had on this field a year ago?
Don't say it. I'm not listening.
38 seconds to go. The kickoff returned to about the 22-yard line.
10-yard return by Sloop.
You were thinking it too.
No, I was not. Never crossed my mind.
So the Pintos have it with 38 seconds to go in the half, and you can guess they're going to be going deep.
Home run, home run, home run. Right?
They're not taking a knee. They've got 4 receivers, 3 to the near side. Pump fake and a sack. Did the ball come out? No.
Nope. Harrison Hunt again from his right end.
They may take a knee now.
Big loss of about 7.
Make it 2nd and 17 with 17 seconds to go. And with 22 on the play clock, they're in no hurry. This will be the last play of the half.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, they will run it. Little dump off screen to Dunaway. He breaks one tackle, gets a block to the near side, and he is out of bounds with zeros on the clock. We've played 2 quarters of football here in the MSHSAA Class 2 District 6 semifinal, and it's the Bowling Green Bobcats leading the California Pintos by a score of 46-7. Great first half, and they sprint to the locker room. They're excited to get into the warmth, and the offense may not have to play much in the second half if they can punch it in, because Bowling Green will have the second half kickoff. We'll talk all about that as we start the halftime report after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Barkhouse in Curryville offers the best stay for your canine in a climate-controlled kennel. Barkhouse provides your dog with love, attention, and lots of fun in their overnight stay for just $10 a night. Check out Barkhouse on Facebook for more information. Barkhouse in Curryville.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
What a first half of football for the Bowling Green Bobcats here in the semifinals of the Class 2 District 6 tournament, as they have put it on. The California Pintos leading 46-7 after 2 quarters. Mark Froning, Jim Ross back at Bowling Green High School as the band comes on to the field to perform their Pirates of the Caribbean routine that they've should have perfected at this point. So they've played it quite a few times.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a fair statement.
But what a first half, Jim Ross.
Well, unbelievable. But California, you come in here hoping for the best, and you turn it over 3 times early in the game. 3 of your first 4 possessions. Would that be right? Or 3
They
first
punted
5?
away 2.
3 of the first 5, yeah. And Bowling Green took advantage of it, and all of a sudden you look up and you're down 30-0. And Bowling Green's been able to corral that long passing offense, which is what they try and do a lot of. And a couple breaks in that last drive where Bowling Green actually fumbled the ball twice and got it back, which could have turned this game around just a little bit. But Marcus Stark's doing his thing again. You know, he's rushed 20 times for 162 in the first half. So we were curious whether Bowling Green could run it or not. We talked about the offensive line. They've been dominant, and as a result of all that, they lead it 40-6 as they go to the locker room. Or 40-7.
46-7.
Yeah, I'm having your problems.
Yeah, I grew out of it, though. We're doing all right through 2 quarters
Why
here.
don't we take a quick look at the stats while I'm here? Listen to this rushing yardage for California, 4 yards.
And they're lucky to be in positive yardage there.
105 through the air, 56 return yards for a total of 165. 3 turnovers, 1 penalty for 10 yards. Only two penalties in the game. Bowling Green 207 on the ground, 106 through the air, 25 return yardage, 338 total yards, no turnovers, and 1 penalty for 5 yards, which is a tremendous improvement over past games for the Bobcats. So if they can play clean like that, good things are going to happen.
And good things have happened. 46-7, they've scored, or they've gotten the ball just about every way possible. The defense has been fantastic. Special teams have produced a turnover, and everything's gone right for Bowling Green, and not much has for the California Pintos through 2 quarters. As Bowling Green leads this one 46-7. We'll take a break, come back with some scores from around the area, and talk more about this one as Bowling Green is rolling here in the semifinals of this district tournament on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Myrna's Kitchen, and Barkhouse.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hi, this is Sandra Schreckenbrook with Oswald Crowe Agency. We have multiple locations serving Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa. We are an independent agency providing quality insurance for your home, auto, farm, crop, business, health, and life insurance. Please stop by our office to visit with me or Brock Bailey. We are located across from the sale barn, or give us a call at 573-324-0307 for an insurance quote. The Oswald Crowe Agency appreciates your business.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Class 2, District 6 semifinal. Bowling Green at the half leads the California Pintos 46-7. Some scores from around the area.
All halftime scores: Macon over Palmyra 21-7. Monroe City over Brentwood 30-0. Highland leads Westran, and that's kind of surprising, 30-0 at half as well. Marceline 21-6 over South Shelby. Hazelwood Central leads Troy 15-14. Centralia leads Hallsville 22-6, and Mark Twain over St. Pius X 12-0. Hannibal 49-0 over Warrenton.
Aeneas Williams in that ball game has a 46-yard touchdown and a 63-yard touchdown reception. So he's a talent. We saw him come down here during baseball season last year. He's just a great all-around athlete.
A great pitcher.
Yeah,
and only plays when he's not running track. And he came in and basically shut Bowling Green down in baseball. Yeah. And just a sophomore.
Yeah.
And has an offer from Oregon, the Ducks, if you've not heard.
That would be a program you'd like to get into as a college football player.
Without a doubt. A little bit of money up there.
Yeah, a little bit of Nike money.
You betcha.
Free shoes for life. Here it's 46-7. Bowling Green leading the Pintos, and the Bobcats will have the ball to start the second half as California took the opening kickoff. And we've seen a lot of teams defer. It didn't work out for them. 3 and out on their first 2 possessions. They fumbled away their third. Bowling Green recovered an onside kick, and the route was on early. They did score a long touchdown in the second quarter to get it down under 30, but Bowling Green came back with a pair of scores to make it 46-7 by halftime, and it's just been a great 2 quarters of football, and now the Bobcats have outscored their opponents 116-7 in a game and a half of district football.
Yeah. I think they call that domination, don't they?
Yes. But what do you do if you're the Bobcats? I know you want the offense out there, get it up over, get that running clock to 2 scores before you exit stage left here tonight.
Well, I think you bring the offense out most definitely in the first series.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that you ever take the first team defense.
Oh,
out.
no.
You don't want to give California even a breath of life in this thing. You've got them down right now. I'm sure they're in the locker room shaking their head going, what happened to us? You got to keep them right there. And so you can't take any chances by bringing in the second crew on defense and letting them get a little momentum, because as we've seen, they can throw it around. And when you can throw deep passes like that, you can get back into something pretty quick, particularly if Bowling Green would turn it over a time or two. All of a sudden you look up and it's a game. So,
and you don't have to look any further back than last week in the Louisiana game. They were down 30-12 with 4 minutes to go in the game,
right,
and ended up leading with 22 seconds left. Horrible finish to that ball game, but
right.
It showed you can make up a lot of points if things go your way.
Definite case in point for sure. So Bowling Green doesn't want to get into that situation.
So keep the first-team defense out there. Roll that first offense.
Score on this first drive would be
after
nice.
After a 7.5-minute drive, you want to put it in the end zone.
Right.
And then you've just got a quarter and less than a half to kill away for that first-team defense to preserve the big win here in District Week number 2 and take on either Centralia or Hallsville next week. I guess if it would be Centralia, it'd be here. If it would be Hallsville, it would be at Hallsville. So we'll have to keep an eye on that score as we go through the second half of this ballgame. 46-7, Bowling Green leads as we continue the halftime report on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Oswald Crowe Insurance Agency and People's Bank and Trust.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hugh Brand Construction and General Contracting has been servicing the area for 15 years, specializing in general contracting, framing, siding, pole barns, roofing, and decks. Hugh Brand has experience in all stages of the home building or remodeling process. Follow the Hugh Brand Construction Facebook page to follow the team's journey as they continue to build homes and new buildings across the area. Thank you for 15 years. From Hugh Brand Construction and General Contracting.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Well, the band, I don't know what they were talking about. That's band speak for sure as they come off the field after their routine. 46-7, Bowling Green leads here at the half over California. We'll take on the winner of Hallsville and Centralia. That 1-4 matchup next week. Again, if it's Hallsville, it'll be on the road, 1 versus 2. If it is Centralia, it'd be here in the 2 versus 4 matchup.
I don't know if I've ever seen a band do that after a performance.
What, huddle up and
like a chant.
Yeah.
An Indian war chant or something. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying.
I'll have to ask Liv about it.
Sound like they were talking in Pig Latin to me. Yeah, you're gonna. That's your homework assignment for next week. Figure out what the band was saying tonight.
46-7, Bowling Green leads Centralia up by a touchdown, a late touchdown against Hallsville to lead that ball game at the half. That was in the final 30 seconds of the half there. So Mark Twain up by a couple of scores at the half. That's a pretty tight game, though.
Yeah.
As they're over 2 on conversions. It's just 12-0.
Winner of that game gets Monroe City, as Monroe City is leading Brentwood 30-0 at half. So
of course, Brentwood, the team that dashed Louisiana's great comeback last week with that touchdown with no time remaining.
Amazing. Was it wet down there as well?
It was going from a light to heavy mist the whole night. Wind was blowing. It was pretty miserable. And the field there, it had drainage underneath, but it was flat. So as the game went on, the field conditions worsened. It didn't seem to affect Louisiana's pass game too much, but it was just a sloppy field, and Louisiana's had to play 2 weeks on sloppy fields late in this 2021 campaign.
Yeah, Bright City was definitely sloppy. Yeah. That was a mess, actually.
Wait a minute. This is interesting.
I was watching.
This is interesting. Whenever it rains, Jim Ross isn't around.
You know, you just got to understand how to listen to a weather forecast.
46-7, Bowling Green leads through 2 quarters. It's dry, it's beautiful tonight, and the Bobcats are rolling over California through the first 2 quarters of this ball game. We'll have the second half for you after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hugh Brain Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
2 quarters in the books, getting ready to start the third here from Bowling Green High School, and the Bobcats lead the California Pintos 46-7 in the semifinals of this Class 2 District 6 tournament. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross getting ready for second half action, and what's great about this Bowling Green team is there's been such buy-in, especially offensively. This is an offense that does take some buy-in because Mark Sinclair likes to do things a certain way, and if you don't get all the kids on the same page and all the egos out of the building, an offense like that doesn't work.
Well, and you know what high school kids want? They want the flash and the dash and all that stuff. This offense isn't that, with the exception of you've got lightning in the backfield.
Yeah.
Not only with Starks, but Keel when he comes in. You know, he's run for 30 yards for a touchdown. Charlie Bowen's got some speed too. So even though it's a kind of a ground and pound sort of thing, those guys can break one at any time. And then you throw in a little play action pass to Gunnar Bryant for 64 yards, and there's your flash and your dash.
Team's back on the field.
Pedal to the metal. Mark Froelich said it. Remember that, folks.
Adolfo Ocio on to kick it off. And he's been one extra point, and this will be his second kickoff, so you've kept the secret weapon from them off the field so far.
He kicked it deep the last time down to about the 10-yard line.
2 returners back for the Bobcats.
Good kicker, but he still doesn't have the gun on him that the young man from Montgomery County does.
Yeah.
Who kicked it into the end zone every time.
Abercrombie.
That guy was something else.
Final 5 seconds of halftime tick away. 46-7, the Bobcats lead, and they'll have the ball, barring some shenanigans here from the Pintos.
Well, you got to figure they're going to pull out all stops, you know, trick plays, anything they've got in the playbook. They're going to use it here in the second half, try and get back in this game. But if they can't stop Bowling Green, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. We are ready for football in quarter number 3, and Ocio puts a boot into it. Little half power kick there. Picked up by the deep man for the Bobcats, and not much there on the return, but they secure it.
Yeah, was that
Cooper
was
Keel.
Yeah. He's changed. No, he's been 9, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Little 6-yard return that time.
That was more about just securing the ball, though.
Without question. Something that California had problems with in the first half.
There's some sort of hayride past the scoreboard on Business 61. Folks are getting in the spirit here.
There you go.
Great fall weather, great football weather here. And this one is broke to the far side and all the way through. Dylan Dalton. Will he outrun the defense down to the 20, 10, 5, and brought down shy of the goal line?
Oh, a quarterback sneak right up the gut.
Wow. And he just ran out of steam, and it's going to be first and goal for the Bobcats.
And that's good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
70 yards
Well,
on
so
a
much
quarterback sneak.
So much for that pound away a 7-yard or a 7-minute drive to start the second half.
Goodness gracious.
Bobcats will have it first and goal from about the 4-yard line.
He just tapped the center and took off right up the gut.
Starks, another touchdown. Oh, he stopped. No, he's in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. 10:28 to go here in the third quarter to make it 52-7.
Oh, if that doesn't break your spirit, nothing will.
Yeah.
And that run is good for a Bowling Green Bobcat.
4th touchdown for Starks.
So with 10:21 to play, your score here at Bowling Green High, Bobcats 52,
They finally stopped the clock with 10:21 to go. They let a couple more seconds go off the clock before this 2-point conversion.
Let it run.
Back to throw. And that one is caught.
Oh, and dropped.
And dropped, yep.
As he hit
I don't
the
think
ground.
that Starks was actually the intended target on that one.
You may be right.
He dove, he laid out for it, and there was another receiver standing right behind him. So 2-point conversion fails. 10:21 to go here in quarter number 3, and the Bobcats have extended their advantage over California to 52-7 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Craig Bowen CPA, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Now an onside attempt, and Bowling Green has it. Starks picks it up on the run.
Lord. Nobody picked it up. For the Pintos, right up the middle. Starks kicked it. It took a couple bounces, and he just full steam ahead, picked it up on the bounce. And they're lucky somebody tackled him, and he may have run it in the other direction.
He was on the move.
I've seen everything.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback sneak that far. Were they going to say you can't advance it?
Probably. So they're going to move it back to the, 48?
Well, he didn't pick it up there.
No. That would have been 10 yards, would it? Yeah, it would have.
And he picked it up at about the 38. Nonetheless, Bowling Green will have it in California territory. I've never seen a quarterback sneak go that far, and I don't ever think I've seen an onside kick, 2 of them, where the kickers recovered it. And nobody else has touched it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the Bobcat offense back on the field, and it's Starks on first down, and he breaks a tackle, another tackle, spins away from another, and he's taken down across the 30-yard line of the Pintos down to the 27.
Another 22-yard gain, and he was a shoestring from
breaking
going all the way.
Down to 9:35 to go in the third quarter.
188 yards on the ground for Starks. 22 carries. I'm going to run out of space again.
Just start another.
Yeah, I need to leave 2 lines for Starks.
Yeah. On first and 10, rather.
Is that Bowen?
Charlie Bowen.
I wasn't sure who had the football.
Yeah.
People, a little trap play, players going every which way.
Tackle credited to number 60.
Bowen's going to pick up about 3.
And the clock's still running. Be running the whole half. They've got a whole bonfire going over at the Remax Realty Shop.
Really?
Not just the hayride.
They got some s'mores and hot dogs.
Watching some football. Here's Starks caught for a loss for the first time tonight, and a flag comes in late.
You know what that's going to be, a hold maybe?
I don't know. As late as it did is a personal foul against the Pintos.
Yeah, hit him late. Well, we saw, I don't remember which game it was. Was it the Ritter game?
Yes, it was.
They were taking some extra shots at Starks. It looks like this officiating crew is going to put a stop to that right now.
15 yards.
Just the 3rd penalty of the game.
It'll be a first down. Automatic first down, and take it all the way down to the 11-yard line.
I like it when officials stay out of it. Let the players play.
12-yard line.
Now they'll back it up to the 12. The official stopped the clock during that. I don't know why. First and 10 from the 12 for Bowling Green, and
they're getting an explanation to the head coach.
Gotcha. That's probably why the clock was stopped.
Womack.
Now they'll run the clock.
If I'm the Visiting coach, I'm whispering to the official, let it run, man.
Mm-hmm. Going to throw in a different play now after that delay. Or just reiterate to the offense what the play was.
Now they're going to have to hurry.
It's Starks, off tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Marcus Starks.
That little trap play, 12 yards.
8:12 to go here in the third quarter, and it's 58-7 with the 2-point try yet to come.
Give him 200 yards, how about?
Sounds good to me. The Bobcats extend. This has been a walk through the first two games of districts. 70 points last week. Now they're going to try and kick the extra point. 58 this week. Niemeyer to try and kick it through. It's up, and that's a nice kick.
It is good.
That one's all the way to the track.
You know, he can do it. I saw him warming up before the game, and let's just say it wasn't going so well.
59-7. Bowling Green leads. 8:12 to go in the third quarter. This is district football on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Wharf Construction, Remax Realty Shop, Alicia Koenig, agent, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
59-7. Bowling Green leads here in the third quarter. 8:12 to go. Bobcats already with 2 touchdowns here in the second half. A touchdown, an onside kick, another Marcus Starks touchdown, and somehow the cheerleaders finished the jumping jacks before this kickoff. They didn't last time with less points.
Kick it deep to the 20.
And be returned to the 35-yard line.
Close to it.
They'll give them the 34.
Pintos will start their drive at the 34.
And the Pintos start their first offensive series of the second half. Now down by 52 points.
Didn't see this coming at all. But good for us.
Yeah. We're going to have more football next week, guaranteed.
We are, no doubt about it. Now let's get out of here without getting anybody hurt.
Exactly. So Kruger, little change up there in the line, and that one through the hands. That was a sure touchdown for Schlupp.
He didn't have anybody within 10 yards either way of him, and right up the gut and right through his hands.
I think everyone was keyed in on Trevor Myers, who was moving around in the backfield.
Yep.
And Schlupp had a touchdown go right through his hands.
This would be good for the Bowling Green defense to work on their pass D, which looks like, was there a flag on the play? There was. Holding.
So
wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Bowling Green takes the yardage. So it's 1st and 22.
And they'll run it up the middle to Dunaway.
Number 2, Enoch Dunaway.
Dunaway.
Brought down by number 1.
Make it 2nd and 17.
Give him 5. Just 21 yards on the ground for Dunaway. He's rushed for 886 on the year.
And Bowling Green almost jumped. Pass
Same
up the
play.
middle, and he catches it this time and takes it all the way to Bowling Green territory, finally brought down. A long reception for Schlupp that time, as finally bringing him down was Cooper Keel, saved a touchdown. But Bowling Green's got to adjust to that play. He was completely open last time and dropped it. Same coverage this time, and now Bowling Green's going to take a timeout and talk about this. 5:40 to go, third quarter. It's the Bobcats 59, the Pintos 7 in the district semifinal on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Reed Insurance Agency, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Craig Bowen CPA encourages everyone to get out and support their favorite high school sports teams this season. As a proud sponsor of all the area athletes, Craig Bowen CPA hopes to see you filling the stands to show your support. Showing the area athletes they always have your support is what's key. Craig Bowen CPA on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
They spread Myers out at the last second, and the quarterback's going to take it himself. Kruger makes a move, stopped across the 10-yard line to the 9. Charlie Bowen finally got him, but it's going to be first and goal for the Pintos from about the 8.
Well, we talked about their quick strike ability.
They just haven't had the opportunity for the strike ability.
This may keep the Bowling Green varsity offense in the game, too.
Yes, it will. A little dump screen pass, and there was no receiver there. I think Dunaway ran the wrong route.
I think he got hung up in the block and was unable to get out into the flat. And it'll fall incomplete. Clock continues to run down to 4:40 to play here in the third. 59-7 if you're just tuning in. Bowling Green on top.
I don't know what's more exciting, the action on the field right now or the traffic stop that's going on just outside the end zone. This one intercepted in the end zone. The Bobcats intercept Kruger in the end zone. Who was it? That was Cooper Keel.
Yeah.
Cooper Keel picks it off. And the Bobcats will take it on the touchback out to the 20-yard line. 4:03 to go here in the third quarter, and that's
fifth turnover of the game.
That's the kind of night it's been for the Pintos.
You know, we talk about that every night. It reminds me of the Silex softball game. You know, they had a bunch of errors in their quarterfinal game and cost them. California going through the same thing here tonight.
When you're taking on a team as good as this year's Bobcats, you just can't afford to make one mistake, let alone 5.
Without question.
Running on first down, and the ball came out. Bobcats get it back, and are still trying to run it. Gain of about 5 on the play. Charlie Bowen.
Bowen on the carry.
Gunnar Bryant got it back and kept moving forward.
Got some good bounces, I have to say.
Yeah.
Is that the third time they fumbled and it's bounced right back to them?
Mm-hmm. And only once has it been the same player that recovered it. 2:57 to play here in the third quarter, 59-7 Bowling Green, and running on second down, and he'll get the first all the way out across the 35.
I believe that's Dalton, wasn't it?
It was. Dylan Dalton.
10, that puts him over 100 yards. 109.
When you get your top back for 200, your quarterback rushing for another 100.
And throwing for 106 as well.
You're probably going to be up by quite a bit on the scoreboard. And they are. Up by 52. From the 36-yard line, the Bobcats have it first and 10. And timeout taken by the Pintos with just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 59-7, Bowling Green leads California on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bill Allen Auction Services, Myrna's Kitchen, and Barkhouse.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Charity Johnson.
59-7, Bowling Green leads. 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. The Bobcats have it 1st and 10 from their own 36. They are looking to grind well into the fourth quarter with this drive, or score in like 8 seconds. One or the other.
I vote for the former.
Yeah. Running off tackle, Marcus Starks gets it, and he's going to take it into the Pinto territory all the way down to the 25 before he's finally wrestled out of bounds. Wow. He is on it tonight. Schlupp finally brought him down. Another big run by Starks.
42 yards, I believe.
I think we're going to have the latter, not the former.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, look, they can grind out the rest of the quarter from here, right?
Well, I'd hope. 122, just don't run a play but until the shot clock's down or play clock's down. Starks is out of the game now, which is probably wise.
On 1st and 10. That's a first run of the night for Blaine Bryant.
Number 10, Blaine Bryant on the carry for the Bobcats.
And positive yardage for Blaine. He'll get, looks like 5.
Now you're going to get to see some of the secondary guys.
Down to 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bobcats up 52. Inside handoff this time. And push back after a gain of 4.
Who was that?
Cooper Keel.
Keel back in the game.
3rd and 1.
Gain of about 4 on the run.
Down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter. That'll be it for the third quarter. They'll let the last 15 seconds run off. So the Bobcats will go to the fourth up on the California Pintos here in this 2-3 matchup from the Class 2 District 6 tournament. 59-7. Back with the fourth after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Oswald Crowe Insurance Agency and People's Bank and Trust.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Bowling Green High School, and the Bobcats have it 3rd and 1, leading 52-7 over the California Pintos here in the district semifinal. Mark Froning, Jim Ross, be a quick fourth.
Should be a game of genuine interest. Centralia leads Hallsville in the third, 28-24. So they've got a barn burner in Hallsville.
Game, yeah. It's a 7-point game or a 1-touchdown game at the half. Hallsville's tightened it up a little bit. Both teams have scored in the third. We're here in the fourth, and California jumps. And that'll be a first down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it will. California's got to be frustrated to no end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is not the night that they hope for when they put on the pads.
And it's a long way to California from here, so they've got a long.
It's like 3,000 miles, isn't it?
Bus ride home. Well, I guess if you're going to that one, it is.
Bowling Green trying to put an exclamation point here on this win as Cooper Keel is in for the score. Touchdown Bobcats for 10 yards. 11:02 to go here in the ball game, and that puts it over 60 for the second week in a row. 65-7.
Wow. Keel's got some speed, doesn't
Yes, he does. And they'll try and kick the extra point again. First one they've tried at this end is Niemeyer. Sets up. Good snap, good hold, and the kick shanked. No good. 65-7 our score. 10:56 to go in the ball game. Bowling Green moving on in this Class 2 District 6 tournament on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hugh Brand Construction, Meyer Implement Company, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
65-7. You want that updated point total in 2 weeks? 135.
A whole bunch to 7.
In 2 weeks of district football. Actually, 7 quarters of district football.
You had to write that down. You couldn't add that in your head. No
all in my head.
Just a point of reference.
We're gonna have to change jobs, right?
Hallsville beat California 46-6 back in the regular season. They're in the same conference, by the way.
So, Bowling Green possibly sending a little bit of a message to a possible opponent. This one goes all the way to the goal line on the kickoff. Return to the far side. Head of steam. He has a blocker, and Starks finally brings him down. That was number 1 versus number 1, Trevor Myers.
Ooh, nice return of about 7 yards.
Yep, actually it was back 7 on the return, not 1. But a very nice return.
Yeah, where are they going to mark it? 38. So 37 yards on the return.
Pintos will start their drive.
1st and 10 for the Pintos. Maybe the final drive of their season.
No, they're not going to call the dogs off, it doesn't look like.
Back to throw is Kruger. Sidesteps a man. Into the secondary now. He's on the run across the 50. Breaks another tackle. And finally taken down at the Bobcat 35-yard line. Galen Kruger. And they're not going away yet.
26-yard run that time by Kruger.
Neil Rainey on the stop, as there are some replacements in there for the Bobcat defense. Here's Dunaway running on 1st down, and he'll get about 9. 2nd and 1 for the Pintos.
Dunaway, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Took a little nap there for just a second. I was thinking about the younger players playing and not the younger players for California.
Yeah. Bryson Brandenberger on the stop. Over to the far side for Meyer. And Myers has the 1st down. Looked like Walker Chandler maybe on the stop that time. Did they say 16?
Forced out of bounds by number 16.
Yep, you got it.
Here's Dunaway on the run again, and he'll have a run down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Pintos.
Give him about 10 on the carry.
And running again is Dunaway, and he'll go in for the score. Touchdown. About a 9-yarder for Enoch Dunaway to make it 65-13. So not much resistance.
No.
from Bowling Green.
Our score, Bowling Green Bobcats 65, California Pintos 13.
But valuable experience for the youngsters playing against a first-team offense in mop-up time.
And even though the score doesn't indicate it, California's a pretty decent football team.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, these young guys are getting a little taste of what it's like to play a top-tier team.
OCO on for the extra point. And Adolfo.
See if he can keep it in the park.
Put it in that hayride.
Didn't quite catch all that one.
Nope.
But it's good. Plenty good.
65-14, 6:18 to go here in the fourth. Bowling Green gives up a touchdown, but still lead this one big in the second week of districts on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Craig Bowen CPA, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Audrain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate, 573-324-3552, weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway 161, just outside Bowling Green. Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
So Centralia got the touchdown and two-point conversion, extended their lead over Hallsville to 12 points.
Trouble brewing for the number 3 ranked Hallsville Indians.
Number 3 in the state, number 1 in this district.
Interesting. Bowling Green's been at 10 for, what, 5 weeks now?
Yeah.
It hasn't moved a bit out of the 10 slot.
Including that win over Cardinal Ritter and onside attempt.
Looks like Keel over there.
Number 6, Dylan
Dalton.
Dalton over there back in the game.
So the Bobcats up with 4.5 to go, 65-14.
And it looks like the second group will come in on offense, won't it? Surely.
You can find your Bowling Green Bobcats here next week, hosting the Class 2 District 6
Yeah, Keel's out there. He's usually the backup quarterback.
Even Charlie Bowen reluctantly came off the field.
Well, they need to run 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock.
You can basically do that if you spread it out enough.
Actually,
in 5 plays.
Brought Keel back out of the game, and Dalton's going back in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Down to 13 on the play clock as he gets back to the huddle.
Not sure why that is.
8. As they get to the line, they rush to the line. Inside handoff. And a nice run on first down, about 6-7 yards. That's Blaine Bryant again.
Right.
They give him 6.
Bryant on the carry.
So a nice run by Blaine on first down. We're down to 3:20 to play.
And the California coaches have left the box.
Bryant's run is good for 5 yards.
This ball game has been in the books for a while.
The center's up there, and he was in the position. He turned like, come on, guys. What are you waiting
It's cold
on?
up here. Yep, fumble. Quarterback has to fall back on it. Dalton does. Loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's at 4 fumbles.
You guys make me wait here. I'm going to give you a bad snap.
Exactly. We froze up. His hands were froze.
2:35 to go in the ball game. Actually didn't even move the stick. Referee moved back a yard, but they never moved the stick. So
Chain gangs froze up too.
Yeah. Third and 5 for the Bobcats. Inside handoff, nothing there. Falling forward after the initial contact. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
Gam on the carry.
Gam on the run.
His first carry, give him the yard.
Down to a minute 55 to go. Looks like Bobcats are going to go for it here, up near midfield.
And just burn a little more clock, I guess.
They need the 49-yard line of the Pintos. Yeah, they're going to try maybe getting them to jump.
Don't run the ball.
Yep.
Well,
it was
won't matter now.
Bowling Green that jumped. Brandenburger came across the line early, and now the punt team will come on.
Just the second penalty, though, of the game for Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
Great improvement in that area.
Now the timeout taken by the Pintos.
You got to be kidding me.
Well, they need to figure out how they can get 51 points in a minute 18.
Well, they're the ones with the long bus ride.
Yeah.
I'll be home before they're out of the locker room.
65-14, Bowling Green leads. Back with the conclusion of this one after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Remax Realty Shop Alicia Koenig Agent, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Minute 18 on the clock, 65-14, Bowling Green leads. It's 4th and 9 for the Bobcats.
Put Dalton in there and out of the shotgun and let him
run around.
Punt it. They're not going to do that.
Nope. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 9. They almost got California to jump. Stack formation. And it is a run to the far side. They won't have enough. There'll be a turnover on downs back to the Pintos. Got it out to the 48-yard line, and that's where the Pintos will take over 1st and 10.
Brian on the carry. I didn't pick up the ball.
I didn't see it either. Altoff on the stop. Short of the first down. We're down to 50 seconds to go. Pintos take over. On the Bobcat side of center, and it's Dunaway on the run. And he is drugged down. Away from the play, 2 Pintos drugged down a Bowling Green lineman.
Yeah, I don't know
what
that's all about. They're going to give Dunaway 8.
Be 2nd and 2. Nope, they're going to try and throw it. And another sack.
Good for them.
And that should do it. 20 seconds to go in this ball game.
Poetic justice.
And another timeout taken by the Pintos. Are you kidding?
I think they're out.
No, they still have one.
No,
Aiden Grody.
No, they didn't call it.
There it is. That was their last timeout.
I don't think they had any timeouts left.
Yep. Offense staying out there,
yeah.
Huh. Why is the clock not running then?
Well, after a timeout, it starts on play.
Yeah.
The play. They're going to try and get their guy in to kick a field goal, maybe.
Maybe. Back to throw is Kruger. Gets away from the initial push.
Oh, he got hit.
Duck.
Oh, my goodness.
It's caught. Running around with it and out of bounds.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to
Myers.
They're going to bring Osio in.
That's it. The final second, they couldn't stop the clock.
That's
It was a running clock.
That's right.
That's it. Bowling Green has won it. The final score in this one, the Bobcats in the district semifinal defeat the California Pintos 65-14. And the postgame show is coming up next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with RE/MAX Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the RE/MAX Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX agent.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, this game had everything. We had fireworks on the field, fireworks across the street afterwards. Bowling Green wins it 65-14. We even had a traffic stop turn into an arrest out there on Business 61. This game was just start to finish entertaining, and the Bobcats move on into the district championship. This is their second double-digit win season, I believe they said, in school history. So
really?
Up to 10 wins, 10-0. Here in the second week of districts, and we'll play either Hallsville or Centralia, and Hallsville's going to need a comeback in the final quarter to get into that district title game. If it's Hallsville, we'll be on the road next week. If it's Centralia, the Bobcats will play here at Bowling Green High School. But what an impressive win, 65-14 over a game that on paper should have been in this one. Couple of good bounces for the Bobcats, but they went out with a killer mentality from the opening kickoff, and were great here tonight.
They were dominant, but as you said, when you get the break of the early turnovers and you take advantage of it, which they did, and get out on top 30-0, then you can really control things, and they did a very good job of that. And they, there are some positive things that we can talk about that they did that they needed to work on. They only gave up 208 yards through the air, and they threw at them all night, did California. So that's a positive. I was bothered early by some of the passes that were completed, but it's just they come at you, home run pass, okay, that one was incomplete. Right back, same play, different guys. So they got a fresh receiver running the same route. That's what they did.
Yeah.
The long route, I don't know if you were watching, the receiver ran the long route. He would go off, and they'd bring another guy in.
So you got the same tired defensive backs
right.
chasing a fresh receiver. So, that's great that they have depth, but that's not a formula that's going to get you deep in the postseason.
No, a couple other positives, no turnovers, although they fumbled 4 times.
Yes.
Got them all back. And they only had 2 penalties for 10 yards. Not a lot of penalties in the game, only 6 the entire game. So the officials let the players play, which is a good thing. But, 541 yards in total offense, 394 for California. And, of course, Marcus Starks did his thing, 24 carries for 242. And I've lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns.
It was a great night, and I was happy to see, a couple of weeks ago in the Ritter game, some liberties were taken with Marcus, and it got out of hand, and then the officials tried to rein it in after the fact, really.
Not tonight.
It was the first time that California went after number 1 in black. They threw the 15-yarder, and it didn't happen again. So that's nice to see for this crew to keep control of the game like they did tonight.
Right, because the last thing that you want is somebody hurt, particularly Starks, on a cheap shot. And, they did a really good job of controlling that and shut it down right off the get-go, and that was the end of it.
And, you've seen it before. I remember, it's been several years now, but Adam Holt got a late knee injury and kind of derailed Bowling Green's season. He tried to come back against Palmyra. They went right after him again. So, it's the same kind of importance to the run game. Holt now, Starks, and they've been able to keep him healthy because the refs have done a good job keeping the cheap shots to a minimum.
Without a doubt.
65-14 is our final. Bowling Green moves on into the district championship game. We'll talk more about this one, give you scores from around the area after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Reed Insurance in Bowling Green is dedicated to providing the best service in finding insurance policies in senior health care, as well as individual and group health insurance that fit your budget. For the last 10 years, Marla Reed has been writing new insurance policies and resolving issues on policies of those insured. In addition to health insurance packages, Reed Insurance Agency also has experience in writing crop, accident, auto, and commercial packages. Stop by and see Marla at Reed Insurance, 1500 Business, Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Final score, Bowling Green 65, California 14. That Hallsville game, Hallsville scored was 7:28 to go in the fourth. They still trail Centralia 36-30 as the two-point conversion was no good. You got some other scores?
Some other scores, all fourth quarter scores, as we're a little ahead of everyone else. Macon leads Palmyra at 34-7. Yeah, you just said Centralia 36-30. Marceline over South Shelby 28-6. Hazelwood Central leads Troy 22-20 in the close one. Mark Twain 20-0 over St. Pius. So their defense has stood up. Monroe City wins. Theirs is a final, 46-0 over Brentwood. Highland wins a final as well, 38-0 that over West Grand.
So, Brentwood, who upset or came from behind in the final 30 seconds after the great Louisiana comeback last week, has their season end at the hands of Monroe City. So they'll have the sad long ride home,
Right.
but. That one was out of question early, as Monroe City shows that school from the St. Louis area what they're all about.
Well, and the rest of the night, Bowling Green fans will be watching with bated breath the Hallsville-Centralia game. As the significance of that is, as you mentioned during the broadcast, Hallsville wins, Bowling Green goes to Hallsville. Centralia wins, Centralia comes to Bowling Green. Big difference.
Yes. And just think back at how good that game. I know Centralia lost a lot, but obviously they're figuring it out here in districts. They're coming together as a team. If they can beat Hallsville, they're going to come in here on a high, and we could have another classic like we did last year.
It was one of the best I've ever seen, for sure.
Our final in this one, the Bowling Green Bobcats defeat the California Pintos 65-14. For Jim Ross, Mark Frank saying we'll see you next week for more district football here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
From the KJFM Radio Barn, this is Eagle 102, KJFM, Louisiana, Bowling Green, all day and all night. KJFM.